students. Hope all of you are attending the classes well. Okay, we have already seen your assignments and classworks. Okay, you are doing it punctual. Keep it up. All the best. So our today's topic is mutation. So in the chapter Principles of Inheritance, the topic is there that I told after learning genetic code, we can discuss what is mutation. Anyway, you know in the 10th class you have just to learn what is mutation. Okay, now you are going to study something more about that. Any change in the DNA. DNA is our genetic material. Any changes in the DNA sequences can cause an alteration in our expression. Okay, you know that. I mean, any change in the DNA sequences can lead to a change in genotype and also the change in phenotype. Okay, so such kind of changes in the genetic material are inheritable changes. Such inheritable changes, okay, we can call as mutation. So mutation refers to alterations in the DNA sequences which are inherited, okay, which alter our genotype and phenotype. Okay, then what are the reasons for mutation? Okay, so we can say the agents of mutation as mutagens. Okay, whatever agents can cause mutation can be called as mutagens. These mutagens can be mainly three types. Physical mutagens, chemical mutagens, and biological mutagens. So the agents of mutation can be, means the mutagens can be physical, chemical or biological. The physical agents include radiations, ionizing, non-ionizing radiation. Especially you can write the high energy radiations as two examples, X-ray and gamma rays. Okay, examples for two physical mutagens. Then chemical mutagens are chemicals which can cause changes in the DNA sequences. You know nowadays in connection with cancer, you know there are thousands of mutagens identified. Okay, so anyway, some important chemical agents which can change the DNA sequences. Examples: ethyl methane sulfonate. Ethyl methane sulfonate. Ethyl methane sulfonate is one example. Another one, it's an alkylating agent that all you will study in higher classes. Another one, azathioprine. Azathioprine is a purine blocker. You will study it later. And nitrous acid. Okay, these three examples, at least if for any of the entrance examinations, it was asked in the options, you can just recognize. Chemical mutagens are many. Okay, EMS, ethyl methane sulfonate is an alkylating agent. Azathioprine is a purine blocker. Other higher classes you can learn. Then nitrous acid. Then the biological mutagens are mainly the cancer-causing viruses, retroviruses, oncoviruses. Okay, cancer-causing viruses can be considered as one of the biological agents of mutation, mutagens. I think it's clear, and you have learned what is mutation, what are mutagens. Okay, then come to the effect of mutation. Anyway, mutation leads to changes in the DNA. It's inheritable. So, you know, it can lead to variation. Mutation can lead to variation. And accumulation of this variation generation after generation is leading to what? Evolution. So, we can say mutation and recombination are the two major reasons. Recombination you have learned. Okay, already you have learned crossing over and recombination can be causing agent of evolution, gradual evolution of organisms. Similarly, whenever there is any change in the DNA, if that change is inheritable, sure that is leading to variation in the next generation. These variations accumulated generation after generation, it may lead to new species formation. It can lead to evolution. Okay, so mutation can be one of the reasons for evolution. Along with the recombination, it is a major reason for evolution. Okay, then related to mutation, regarding evolution, you have one more name to study. The man who introduced mutation theory of evolution. Mutation theory is by Hugo de Vries. Keep in mind, mutation theory is proposed by Hugo de Vries. Mutation theory of evolution is by Hugo de Vries. Okay. Then the types of mutation. There are many types of mutation. Anyway, one of that categories we are discussing. Okay. Mutation can be spontaneous or induced. Mutation can be either spontaneous or induced mutations. Tell me what idea you have. Then what is a spontaneous mutation? A naturally occurring mutation. Due to many reasons may be many, our DNA has altered. Internal changes in the DNA. That is what is called a spontaneous mutation. Then what is induced mutation? Have you ever heard mutation is induced to an organism? Have you ever heard? This is there. Mutation is induced in plants. So there is a recent technique of breeding plants. Bringing high quality plants, crops by mutation breeding. Okay. Using gamma rays, such mutagens, we are producing new desirable plants, high quality crops by mutation breeding. So, induced mutations are also there. Mutations are induced in plants for getting better quality crops. That is by mutation breeding. Anyway, induced mutations are there. Then spontaneous mutations are there. We have already discussed the three types of mutagens. Due to any of the mutagens, if our DNA is altered naturally, that is known as spontaneous mutation. Okay, any inner change in the DNA, internal changes. So spontaneous mutation is due to internal changes. What can be the factors? We have already discussed the factors: chemical, physical, biological agents. If these agents create any change in the DNA, internal changes in the DNA, naturally that is known as spontaneous mutation. If we induce mutation for any purpose, that is known as induced mutation. Okay. So, come to our textbook topic. In the last chapter, Principles of Inheritance, and together this chapter, the topic is there. I come to the textbook portion. See, here we have discussed mutation is due to changes in the DNA. And what are the possible changes? Based on that, we will classify the mutation into two types. Okay. The first type of mutation. Okay. See, if there is a substitution. If there is a substitution of one base by other, or one nucleotide by another one. Suppose in the DNA there happened a substitution, replacement of one base by another one. Okay, it leads to a change in the base pair. Not only the base changes, what happens? Change in the base pair. Okay, this is what you have seen in the case of sickle cell anemia. We will discuss the first case of DNA change. Due to any of the mutagenic agent, one base is substituted by another, or one nucleotide is substituted by another. So what happens? There occurs a replacement. That happens what? The base pair as such is changed. If one base is changed, its pair automatically changes. So replacement of one base pair is one of the results of mutation. Okay, and this type of changes, substitution changes, lead to only change in one area, so we can call it as point mutation. Point mutation. We will discuss it in detail with the example of sickle cell anemia. This type of mutation is leading to point mutation. Whereas the second type, if there is deletion of one base, okay, or insertion of a base. Here what is substitution? Okay, there is nothing lost or nothing newly added, but what happened? One is replaced by another. But whereas here, one is completely lost. Either one is completely lost, otherwise another one new has added. Okay, I mean either a deletion or insertion. If there is a deletion or insertion, it is not changing one single point. The entire frame is shifted. We will discuss it, and that is leading to frame shift mutation. Okay, this type of mutation is called frame shift mutation. Shifting of the entire frame, not only at one place. We will discuss it one by one. Okay, so understand, we can categorize mutation into two types: point mutation, frame shift mutation, based on the type of change. What type of change it is? If the change is at a single place due to the replacement of one base pair as a result of a substitution, that is known as point mutation. Whereas if the change is not in a single place, if the entire frame is shifting due to a deletion or insertion, that is known as frame shift mutation. We are going to the details. Okay. Then the first one, point mutation. You have learned example. What is the example you have studied is sickle cell anemia. Okay. That time I told you will be better clear with this portion. Sickle cell anemia. Okay. See, in the sickle cell anemia, the beta globin of the patient, what happened is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth amino acid, glutamic acid. I think you remember, glutamic acid has changed to valine. Okay. The reason was, instead of GAG, the triplet was changed to GUG. So in sickle cell anemia disease, the patient's beta globin chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th amino acid. Normal person it is what? Glutamic acid. But in sickle cell anemic person, it has changed to valine because of a change in the mRNA. That is, in normal person it is GUG, but in anemic person it is normal person it is GAG, here it is GUG. Okay, it came due to a substitution. You have learned it. Adenine is substituted by thymine. Okay, and here is the point mutation. Again, I am not moving to that. You have learned already. Due to a point mutation, a change in the base pair, mRNA sequence, mRNA triplet has changed. So the corresponding amino acid has changed. No other change. I mean, in any other amino acid there is no change. Only this particular place there is change. But that itself is a severe problem. Okay, the beta globin is malformed. Anyway, this is what is point mutation is. In the DNA sequence, single base pair is replaced or changed due to a substitution. Okay, when adenine is substituted by thymine here, this base pair altered, its triplet on mRNA altered, its amino acid on the beta chain altered. Whereas in this frame, in the mRNA sequence, no other change, and in the amino acid sequence also no other change. Only at this point there is change. So this is known as point mutation. Okay. Then come to the second type, frame shift mutation. The second one, frame shift mutation. This is what you have to learn in detail. See, frame shift mutation. With an example, I will just clear you. Suppose on the DNA strand, double-stranded DNA, only template strand of DNA I am drawing here. Okay, only template strand. On the DNA template, the sequence is TAC. For my convenience only, I write it like this. Okay, anyway, I am not drawing any amino acid name here. G. What is left is C. Similar letters we are just writing. The triplets are like this. I mean the mRNA, sorry. It's not U, it's T. Okay, this is DNA portion. So listen, a DNA template, its opposite strand I am not drawing. A DNA template strand is like this. Then when this is copied to RNA, okay, the RNA strand will be having sequences AUG, then T will A, then adenine will pair U, then C, G. So just understand, this is a template strand of DNA and this is an RNA, mRNA copied from this. Okay, then we are going to study what? Frame shift mutation based on this. Okay, normally when this strand is copied to, this strand is copied to RNA, this is the first triplet, next triplet, like this. Okay, just I am making this mark here. When it is forming RNA, this is the first triplet, next triplet, then third triplet, fourth triplet, fifth triplet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 amino acids from this region. Okay, then this is a normal case. Then the first case, a deletion. Suppose there happened a deletion. Deletion happens means, suppose this T has, due to any of the mutagenic effect, this T has in the DNA, the T has deleted. One time, the second time it is deleted. Just for a example. Then what happens? Listen carefully here. The first triplet is this one. Okay? Whereas when it forms, here there is no, the second A is not there. Okay? Only this A is there. Then, just listen here. This was our earlier triplets. But when there is a deletion, this is not a triplet no. So what happens? The triplet as such will be, the entire triplet will be changed. That means the next triplet will be AAU. Then the triplet will be UUC. Then will be CCG. Like. Is it clear? Due to a deletion of one DNA base, the respective amino acid, mRNA chain also, that is not copied. So, the reading frame, the first triplet is this one, no change. Whereas at this point onwards, every amino acid changed. The entire reading frame has got changed. Okay, the earlier triplets are not now read because one is already lost. So, the present triplets will be like this. AAU, UUC, CCG, like there will not be any gap like this. Okay, since I have rubbed and okay, so a deletion affected what? The changing of the complete frame. From that point onwards, we can say amino acids change. Okay, so the next case, another case is insertion. Another reason for frame shift is what? Insertion. Means addition of a new base. Okay. Suppose this is our earlier one. Then But I will just tell you the entire thing will be changed. Already you know the first one. Okay. Here, suppose a new base has added. A new base has added at this place. Insertion of a new base. Then also the complete reading frame changes. This also will be copied. There will be C, A, U, C, G. Remember the first triplet combination. Here what will be? This also changed the entire reading frame. Okay, this way the triplets form. Okay, that means from the point of deletion and from the point of insertion, every amino acid, every mRNA triplet will be changed, so that the amino acids also will be changed. So, for an insertion and deletion, from the point of insertion and from the point of deletion, every triplets on the mRNA will be getting changed, so that amino acids will be changed. This is a serious effect than a point mutation. The frame is shifted either to right or to left. Okay, so this is what is frame shift mutation. Then understand one more thing. Just keep in mind, if a triplet, instead of one base insertion, a triplet is inserted. Here, instead of a single base insertion, suppose here is GAG inserted. What type of effect it will do? Will the effect will be more serious? We cannot say the effect in a person. When we discuss the effect in the mRNA, what we can say? When an entire triplet is added or lost, that effect will be comparatively simple than individual or two. What is the reason? Only this amino acid will be changed. One more amino acid will be added here. Then after all the amino acids are normal. But in a person, how it affect will be different. Okay. Anyway, understand, deletion or insertion of single base is causing complete changes in the mRNA frame. Whereas deletion of 3 bases together or insertion of 3 bases together will effectively be comparatively simple, because only that point the mRNA triplet change, the amino acid change. Then after will be normal. Okay, so deletion of single base or 2 bases effects will be comparatively severe, because every amino acid or every reading frame changes. Whereas a triplet as such added means only that is changed. The triplet added means only here one more amino acid come. But all other things are normal. Okay, so that is about the frame shift mutation. Okay, so we have learned what is mutation, who introduced mutation theory, okay, which are the mutagens, then what is spontaneous mutation, induced mutation. Remember mutation breeding in plants. Then you have that topic coming in the strategies of enhancement in food production, one chapter. Anyway, and you have thoroughly learned what is a point mutation and what is a frame shift mutation. A point mutation cause or reason is substitution of one base by another, whereas a frame shift mutation reason is deletion or insertion. And this is not there in your textbook, and just to understand this case also, see, when there is substitution of bases, just keep in mind the 2 terms, that's enough. When there is substitution of bases, there are 2 types of substitution. One is transition. One is transition. Other one is transversion. This may be there in the entrance options. I mean, the phenomena, different phenomena. One of the options may be transversion, and you may get confused what it is. Just understand, since it's not there in your textbook, this may not be asked directly, but you may sometimes see this in the options. Okay, just understand transition and transversion. What is this? It's type of substitution. Okay, if a purine is substituted by another purine, okay, if a purine is substituted by another purine, or pyrimidine is substituted by another pyrimidine, it is known as transition. So, if a purine is substituted by another purine, adenine by guanine, guanine by adenine, two purines. Then pyrimidine, cytosine by thymine, thymine by cytosine. If this way is the substitution, then it is called transition. Purine, pyrimidine substitution is known as transition. Then what is transversion? Guess it? Yeah, exactly. If a purine is substituted by a pyrimidine, otherwise a pyrimidine is substituted by if a purine is substituted by another pyrimidine or a pyrimidine by a purine, that is known as transversion. Okay, you know which are the options. Adenine can be substituted by either thymine or cytosine, or guanine can be substituted by either thymine or cytosine, like that. I mean, thymine can be by either, okay, like. So, if it's a purine pyrimidine, otherwise pyrimidine purine substitution, it is known as transversion. Okay, that's all about the mutation. And keep in mind, Hugo de Vries introduced mutation theory on evolution, that you study under evolution topic.
Thank you.